Leaving empty-handed, the UN Special Envoy to Myanmar was not in the mood to talk as he departed Bangkok Monday. His latest effort to bring about reconciliation between the junta and pro-democracy leader Aung San Suu Kyi appears to have failed. His relationship with Suu Kyi seems to have soured significantly. On previous visits, the two talked, but this time she stayed in her compound, where she's been under house arrest for years, and refused to let his motorcade in. It's difficult to imagine a more public rebuff. The junta's New Light of Myanmar newspaper gleefully reported the incident on its front page, with a photo of Mr. Gambari's motorcade stuck outside, using loudhailers to try and get her attention. Exiled members of her party say the symbolism is clear.
She gave a strong message to the United Nations and to Mr. Ban Ki-moon, because United Nations they didn't give enough pressure to the military juntas.
Myanmar's perhaps the most repressive country in the world, ruled by a succession of military dictators since 1962. The latest, General Tan Shwe, has also refused to meet Mr. Gambari, instead passing the job on to his Prime Minister, Thein Sein, who has little influence.
The way that Aung San Suu Kyi treated Mr. Gambari in itself was a clear political symbol that if the UN do not take effort to push forward democratization seriously, so don't even bother to pretend to do that.
The UN is refusing to discuss the success of Mr. Gambari's visit, saying only that he held, quote, open and extensive talks with the Prime Minister. But the fact that he failed to meet with either Tan Shwe or Aung San Suu Kyi has got to beg the question, will this be his last visit? Mr. Gambari's supporters point to the initial success he had after the junta's brutal crackdown on pro-democracy protesters last September. In the wake of the violence, Mr. Gambari did manage to broker talks between Aung San Suu Kyi and a government-appointed liaison minister, but the two haven't met since January, and little seems to have been achieved since. The junta, meanwhile, has pressed ahead with its roadmap to democracy, drawing up a new constitution and planning elections for 2010. It's been roundly condemned as a sham. The plan seems to be spin out the process for as long as possible. And after 4 largely fruitless visits, many are wondering if the generals are using exactly the same delaying tactic with Mr. Gambari. Dan Rivers, CNN, Bangkok.